Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, we are from Group 1. My name is Ratna Kamalasari. Together with my friends Dia Anissa and Lukita Permatasari, will present the result of our group journal analysis. Journals that we will discuss have titles: How does Learning Center Education Evaluate Teacher Self-Efficacy? The Case of Project-Based Learning in Korea. This journal was written by Jung Hae Chu, Jun Ho Lee, and Byung Kim, and published of Teacher and Teaching Education in 2019. Jadi, jurnal yang akan kami bahas berjudul Bagaimana Pendidikan Pusat Peserta Didik Mempengaruhi Kemajuan dari Diri Guru. Kasus pembelajaran berbasis proyek di Korea. And
Artikel abstrak. Using data gathered from a project-based learning or PBL intervention program, this study used quasi-experimental method to assess how PBL is associated with teacher self-efficacy. Generally, teacher self-efficacy has only been assumed to be a determinant of instructional practice, but we find that teacher self-efficacy can be positively affected by increased use of PBL. Among subscales of teacher self-efficacy, PBL is positively associated with student engagement and instruction. Analysis using student data indicate the positive response by student to instructional practice may mediate the association between PBL and teacher self-efficacy. Abstrak di dalam artikel menggunakan data yang dikumpulkan dari program intervensi pembelajaran berbasis proyek atau PBL. Penelitian ini menggunakan metode eksperimen semu untuk menilai bagaimana PBL berkaitan dengan self-efficacy atau efikasi diri guru. Secara umum, self-efficacy guru hanya dianggap sebagai penentu praktik pembelajaran. Tetapi kami menemukan bahwa self-efficacy guru dapat dipengaruhi secara positif oleh peningkatan penggunaan PBL. Di antara subskala efikasi diri guru, PBL secara positif dikaitkan dengan keterlibatan dan pengajaran siswa. Analisis menggunakan data siswa menunjukkan bahwa tanggapan positif siswa terhadap praktik pembelajaran dapat memediasi hubungan antara PBL dan self-efficacy guru. Problem analisis. In general, teacher self-efficacy was assumed to be a determinant of instructional practice, but the author found that teacher self-efficacy could be positively influenced by the level of PBL use. This teacher self-efficacy may itself be the result of being influenced by change in instructional practice. To explore empirically the relationship between teacher self-efficacy and instructional practice, this study used data from project-based learning program intervention or PBL that took place in metropolitan city in Daegu in Korea. Analisa masalah yang kami temukan dari artikel ini atau jurnal ini, secara umum self-efficacy atau efikasi diri guru diasumsikan menjadi penentu praktik pembelajaran. Tetapi penulis menemukan bahwa self-efficacy guru dapat dipengaruhi secara positif oleh tingkat penggunaan PBL. Dengan demikian, kemanjuran diri guru itu sendiri atau self-efficacy guru mungkin merupakan hasil yang dipengaruhi oleh perubahan dalam praktik pembelajaran. Untuk eksplorasi secara empiris hubungan antara efikasi diri guru dan praktik pembelajaran, penelitian ini menggunakan data dari intervensi program pembelajaran berbasis proyek atau PBL yang berlangsung di kota metropolitan di Daegu di Korea.
The next part is methods. In this study, 12 secondary schools in Daging Metropolitan City participate in this study. A total of 139 teachers meet the criteria for PBL. The main target audience of this program are teachers from the school are teaching one of the school in 5 subjects: academic, Korean, English, mathematics, social studies, and science to student junior high school grade 7. They want to assess the relationships between PBL and teacher self-efficacy. This study used quasi-experiment using survey data collected from teachers and students in 2 periods, before and after using PBL in class for 1 semester. Jadi, metode yang digunakan dalam penelitian ini adalah metode eksperimental kuasi dengan partisipan 139 guru yang memenuhi kriteria untuk melaksanakan PBL atau Problem Based Learning. In Table 3, there is an overview of the summarized training program. Therefore, each day has a different topic. On day 1, the topic was a conceptual understanding of PBL with about 8 hours. On day 2, with the topic of development of problem for PBL with about 7 hours. On day 3, with the topic PBL course design with about 6 hours. And on day 4, with the topic of understanding the role of teacher in PBL with about 7 hours. Learning opportunities that will be on are lecture, individual practice, role playing, and practice in small group. And table 4 is PBL training program schedule. In June to July for training PBL. In August for the pre-treatment survey. In September to December fall semester, and December after semester for the post-treatment survey. Jadi di dalam tabel 3 disebutkan jadwal keseluruhan dari training program. Di hari pertama membahas mengenai pemahaman konseptual PBL, di hari kedua membahas mengenai perkembangan masalah untuk PBL, di hari ketiga membahas mengenai desain PBL, dan di hari keempat membahas mengenai memahami peran guru dalam PBL. Dan di tabel keempat disebutkan jadwal training program. Pada bulan Juni hingga Juli untuk pelatihan PBL, di bulan Agustus survei pra-perawatan, bulan September dan Desember adalah semester gugur, dan bulan Desember setelah semester adalah survei pasca perawatan.
Table 5 report the effect of the PBL program on teacher self-efficacy in its subscales. Estimate of the difference in design expressed in equation. The first column indicate that the PBL program was associated with an increase in teacher self-efficacy. Column 2 report that the PBL program had a significant association with self-efficacy. And column 4 report that self-efficacy in engagement was significantly associated with the PBL program. The result in column 3 indicate that the PBL program didn't have a significant impact on teacher self-efficacy in classroom management. Jadi, pada tabel 5 ini melaporkan efek program PBL pada kemanjuran diri guru dan subscalesnya. Di antara subscales kemanjuran diri guru, PBL memiliki dampak yang terkuat pada kemanjuran diri dalam instruksi, yang mungkin diharapkan. Mengingat bahwa perubahan pusat yang tercermin dalam perawatan praktik instruksional. And the last, conclusion analysis. In this study, the authors explore whether there was an increase in the use of PBL by high school teachers in Korea to improve teacher self-improvement. Estimate obtained using design difference and instrumental variables found that PBL program had a positive effect on teacher self-progress. Also analyzing student data using a different design found that PBL program positively influenced student perception of the level of effort the teacher gave for the induction of interest. As in commonly perceived but can also lead to change in teacher self-efficacy. Jadi dalam penelitian ini Penulis menemukan bahwa program PBL ini memiliki efek positif pada kemanjuran diri guru. Asosiasi positif yang ditemukan antara PBL dan kemanjuran diri guru menunjukkan bahwa praktik instruksional tidak hanya hasil dari kemanjuran diri guru seperti yang umumnya dirasakan, tetapi dapat juga menyebabkan perubahan kemanjuran diri guru. Penelitian ini memberikan bukti empiris untuk pemahaman alternatif, juga dimungkinkan untuk praktek instruksional untuk mempengaruhi kemanjuran diri guru.
Thank you so much.